Hey everybody, what's up? KillJoy Jake here, and instead of having friends, I have horror movies. Today I have an update on the Orphan prequel, or Orphan First Kill as it is actually titled. Isabelle Fuhrman, who portrays Esther in the film, was talking in an interview about the new movie and has some really interesting and juicy things to say about the upcoming prequel. Now before I talk about all that, I'm gonna need y'all to like this video and subscribe for more horror content. Also, please consider supporting me on Patreon if you want to see more videos like this. You can check that out by clicking on the link in the description below. Alrighty, now let's get into it.
What's your favorite scary movie?
Well, I'm Pennywise the dancing clown.
Oh, no, not the beast! Not the beast!
You son of a...
God, don't do that.
But sometimes that is better.
So as you probably know from my past updates on the Orphan prequel, Isabelle Fuhrman is back to play the role of Esther once again, except this time she's not like a kid playing a kid, she is like an adult woman playing a 33-year-old woman that looks like a 10-year-old. So it's really confusing, and it's kind of like really weird to see it from her perspective. She talks a little bit about that in this new Collider interview, about how like she was a child playing a 33-year-old woman that looks like a child, and now she's an adult playing someone that looks like a child that is older than her. It's really confusing, and I can't believe I got that right on the first take. Speaking with Collider this week, Fuhrman teases the return of Esther. Fuhrman says, "First Kill is definitely not what I think most people will expect," which I think is really exciting and what really drew me to even coming back to play the role in the first place. Also, what I think is most exciting about it is it's something that's never been done cinematically. There's never been an adult actress who reprised a role she played as a child. And that was exceptionally difficult and really fun to do. Because when I was a kid and I played Esther, I was constantly playing a 33-year-old hiding herself as a kid while I was also 10. And this time it was like, here's a little weight off my shoulders since I just have to pretend I'm 10 because I'm already an adult. I think people will be shocked by that story. It's very different from what most people would expect, and Julia Stiles is absolutely incredible in it. And we had a lot of fun making the movie together. It's definitely a story about the two of us and our relationship, and Esther's way that she came to the United States and how she found herself there. Whew, okay, so that was a long quote. So there's a lot to talk about there, obviously. First things first, Isabelle Fuhrman doing this, like, yeah, she's totally right. This is the first time cinematically something like that has ever been done, at least to my knowledge. I mean, I don't know anyone who has come back after playing a role that they played as a child and then playing the exact same role, or like, that wasn't like just an adult version of the character. It's actually a prequel where she's playing a younger version of the character that she played beforehand. Oh my god, this is getting so complicated. If anybody is still following this, I would be surprised. Let's move on past that though and talk about something else. Because Jesus, this is complicated. I actually had that theory in the past talking about like, will we actually see like Esther in the United States, like messing around with people here, but it seems like the story is going to be more taking place at that facility in Estonia and like how she escapes and gets over to the United States. Which I'm totally down for, I think that's interesting. I still feel like this movie needs a reason to exist. Like, I don't really know if we needed an Orphan prequel. The film has a great cast though, and like the people who are making it are so very passionate about it, so I'm sure like this is going to be actually like one of those like sleeper hits that is actually really good. The people who are making this film though were very clearly super passionate about making it, specifically having Esther back, because she's kind of become like a horror icon now over the years. Because Orphan wasn't received all that well at first, but now like people are rewatching it and saying like, hey, like that was actually a really good movie. That's kind of how I feel about it. I didn't see it when it came out, but I recently, like maybe like 2 or 3 years ago, saw it for the first time, and I'm like, hey, that's a pretty good movie. I can't believe that I let this one slip through my fingers. It's one of those cult classic movies that I'm glad people appreciate a little more nowadays. And I'm just hoping that any sort of continuation, prequel, sequel, whatever, does it justice. So far from all of these updates though, I have nothing but really good things to say about it. I still feel like maybe that was just a standalone movie, but if they have an idea for like a prequel that this movie is, I'm totally down for it. Let's go for it. I'm super excited. Julia Stiles is also a fantastic actress. It's very exciting to have her as a part of the cast. So I think this is going to be a really fun continuation for fans of that 2009 horror film. There is some generic stuff in this quote, like it's like, oh yeah, it's really shocking and like it's going to terrify people. Like, yeah, if anyone's going to say that about their horror movie, no matter how terrifying it is. Of course. So like, you can't believe everything that you read going into a film, but like I do have better expectations the more that I learn about this film. Because when I first heard about this, I was like, I don't really know if that needs a prequel, but now the more I learn about it, the more that I hear that the cast is just so passionate and so excited to be making this movie, that always bodes really well for a film, especially sequels or prequels. So honestly, I have faith in this movie being really good. We should get it sometime towards the end of 2021, maybe early 2022, like worst case scenario. I know I talked about in a previous video, William Brent Bell, the director of the film, said that he was aiming for a 2021 release date. And now that like the pandemic's pretty much over and like we're actually opening up theaters again, that is very possible now. So let's keep our fingers crossed and leave me a comment, something about this new movie. Are you excited for it? Are you like not really excited for it? Maybe you're just watching this video because you like looking at all my crazy pop figures over here. I don't know. Leave me something about it in the comments below. Thank you all so much for watching my Orphan First Kill update. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more horror content. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Just look up KillJoy Jake at KillJoyJake1, KillJoy_Jake on Instagram, and TikTok, just KillJoy Jake. Check out my second channel, Movie Smoothie. I'm about to be posting a whole series of videos over there talking about the new season of Rick and Morty. I'm really excited for this. The first episode, which is like just a review of episode 1 of season 5, comes out Monday morning. I'll be working on it all night because I have to stay up till midnight to watch the new episode of Rick and Morty, but it's gonna be fun. I'm very excited to do this all summer, so make sure to check that out. Also, please consider supporting me on Patreon as well. The link for that will be in the description below. And as always, don't forget to kill it out there, y'all.